What if I told you I stole this house? Yes, you heard that right. And walked away with about $143,000 net profit.
Damn!
And no, I didn't break any laws. This is 100% legal. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it.
You can do it!
From landing a deal that seemed too good to be true, to flipping it for a six-figure payday.
So hot! Damn!
This is the insane story of how I turned an abandoned-looking house into a massive cash machine.
Dinner's on me. Okay, I've got it, all right?
So get ready, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down one of the craziest deals I've ever done profit-wise, and how you can do the exact same thing. Let's go. Okay, so before I break down this exact deal, let me give you the background of how I got to this point, how I even got this deal. So I started investing in 2012, and since then, I've bought and sold over 150 properties, all in Canada. Now, long story short, after doing all this business and becoming a self-made multimillionaire, which is really cool, we're no longer investing in Canada. Why? It's just a bad place to be. I mean, the weather sucks the majority of the year, but business-wise, taxes are way too high. Regulation is a gong show. We're not building fast enough for the amount of immigration coming in. And most of all, the landlord-tenant board, should you be a long-term investor, which I mostly was, yeah, don't do it. Don't be a long-term investor in Canada. Don't have rental properties. The tenants have all the rights. It's like New York or California, if you're from the US, times 10. Tenants rule the world. They can get away with not paying rent for up to a year, up to 18 months before finally being evicted. And even when they're evicted, there is no consequences. I don't have to go on about this anymore because investing in Canada is just a piece of shit, and I'm trying to get out as well. We're fully out business-wise. We're all in the USA now. And at the time of filming this video, we're actually filing for our E2 visa to live in the US full on, which then after 4 or 5 years, our attorney says we can easily apply for green card status based on the amount of volume of business we're doing. He said, like, that E2 visa we're applying for, yeah, slam dunk. We're going to get it. No problem for the amount of volume we're doing. But we got to play the game. We got to play the chessboard. So moving on to this deal, now that you got a quick background of who I am and what I've done, how did we find this deal? Most importantly, you're probably asking, how'd you find this crazy-ass deal? We have a team of cold callers. We have about 6 to 7 full-time cold callers, and all they do is bang the phone every single day. The beauty of investing in the U.S. is that they believe in free market capitalism, and they believe in transparency. That's good and bad. In Canada, for example, nothing is transparent. You want to find information on the health system, on the court system, you're not finding nothing. Okay, which is why we have this image in Canada and Britain, right? We're a Commonwealth country, that we're very proper and elegant, and we are. Canada is a very humble place, very nice people, very polite. That goes to our downside as well. Because if you want to find out about the police, the court system, which is great, by the way, like, it's better than most countries in the world. But let me research it. Let the academics look into it and look at the stats. It's all private. British, Commonwealth, Canada, Australia, we believe in privacy. Again, that's good and bad. Business-wise, it's terrible because we can't find anything on anyone. Whereas in the US, which is what I'm getting to slowly, is we can find very specific people. For example, we can find people that are 30 days late on their mortgage, 60 days late on their mortgage, people who have construction liens on their property, IRS liens, tired landlords. I don't know how they figure that out, but they do. We target that. Pretty much anything you can think of. You know, we're looking for single-family properties with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms plus, has to have a garage, who are 30 days late on their mortgage in this city. We can find all that information for free in the U.S. And you pay a little fee. Once we get all the addresses that fit that criteria, we use another program called SkipTrace, and magically, it finds the phone numbers and emails of the very people on that list. Yeah, nothing's private in the U.S., nothing. I can go on right now. If you have an uncle or an aunt or a friend who owns a house in the U.S., give me their address. Don't really do it on this video, but you could give me their address. I could just type it in, and I'll find out what they paid for it, who the mortgage is with. I can see the mortgage documents they signed. I can see if there's a construction lien on it. I can see everything for free. Anyway, That's how we find these properties. We hit specific filters, and then our cold calling team just calls the list, tens and tens and tens of thousands of people that fit the criteria, and they simply say something like, I'm not going to give it to you for free, but something like, hey, we're the biggest home buyers in Florida. We're buying homes in your area. Just looking to see if you're interested in selling. Well, actually, I'm 60 days late on my mortgage. I'm going to lose the house soon. I would love to sell. Oh, really? Great. I'll pass you on to our team members. They'll call you back. And they'll make you an offer. Click. And then we have 3 to 4 skilled acquisition managers at this time, salespeople, that call those leads, all the yes leads. They call those leads, and they continue the conversation. And then they make them an offer after 10 minutes of talking to them. That's the rule. Or, sorry, within 10 minutes. So we talk to them, we gather the information, we get off the phone, do some quick comps, cool, toss out an offer, call them right back, make an offer. Boom. That's how we landed this deal. Now, originally, we bought this house in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for $800,000. That's what we spit the offer out without seeing the property, just looking at quick virtual comps, right? All my team is in Canada, in Ontario at this point. We haven't been down there. We'll never go down there, probably. We'll never see the houses we buy, never, right? At the time of filming this video, we just started the U.S. expansion into the U.S. about 7 months ago. We've already bought 25, 26, 27 houses under contract, sold a bunch. Some are for sale now. I've never seen them. I'll never see them. It's cool. So you can do this business remotely for sure. So anyway, we locked up the deal at $800. The seller was like, yeah, cool. We saw comps at high nines, $1 million. So my acquisition manager had permission to make the offer at $800K based on our criteria, made the offer. He was like, yeah, okay. Really? Yeah. It was one of the easiest deals we ever got, which is how it goes. The bigger deals tend to be the easiest deals. Why? We're looking for specific types of people in this business. We're looking for people that, one, don't care about the value of their house. They just don't care. They just want to get rid of it. They know they're getting soaked. They know they can get more selling with a realtor. But the real estate market in the U.S. isn't like Canada. It takes months and months and months to sell most properties. It's not like Canada, where you list a property and in 2 weeks it's sold most of the time. Right now, it's a little longer than that in Canada, but still, if in Canada, if your house is priced right, it's going to sell within 30 days, guaranteed. In America, it's not like that. It can take 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, especially in Florida. Properties are taking a long time to sell. So when we come in, we're like, dude, we'll buy this cash, 3 weeks. They're like, I don't care, dude. Just take it from me. Fine. We're looking for that seller, or we're looking for a seller that doesn't know the property value. They live in Connecticut. They live in Kansas. They live in Mississippi, and we're buying their property in Florida. They haven't been down there in 10 years. They have no fucking idea. They're just like, we'll give you $800,000. They're like, oh my God, really? Sweet. Even though it's like worth $1.2 million, like whatever, right? They just don't know, don't care. We're looking for that seller. Majority of sellers care. Majority of the sellers that we call, they want the darndest best price they can get. And good for them. They should, right? So we don't buy a lot of those sellers. We just do. It's a numbers game. We're looking for the ones, we're looking for the laydowns. This guy was a laydown. $800K? Yeah, sure. Cool. Sent our realtor out once it's under contract. That's our protocol. Realtor goes out, takes videos, pictures, does a proper valuation now, right? We're not experts in Fort Lauderdale. We're just experts in comping in general. But once we lock it up, we send a local expert in who knows the streets. Oh, this street is worth more than this street because of this. We can't know that. So the realtor goes out, walks the property, does a video, sends us the video, sends us the valuation. He goes, yep, dude, yeah. High nines, $1 million. Yeah, probably, for sure. On the market, yep. High nines, $1 million. Great. We're good to firm up, right? Not yet. We call the seller back. Cool. We had the realtor go out. Looks good. Meets our metrics. We want to buy. We want to close on it. But, the property needs a lot more work than we thought. And it did. The house was fucked up. We can close on it. No problem. But we're going to need a $50,000 reduction. $750,000, we're good. Then we're going to buy it. No more ifs, ands, or buts. No more tricks. We sent the realtor out. He's walked it. Our team member walked it. $750,000, firm. We can close. Seller goes, yeah, okay, fine. Sure. Could have got even lower probably. Always go for the price reduction at the end. Always. You never know. Most times they're going to say, no, fuck you. You gave me the price for this. That's it. But sometimes they just go, yeah, I understand. The house is messed up. No problem. Got the price reduction. Awesome. Now we're ready to close. Now, this was early July. It was set to close end of July. So now that we got a firm offer, we know we're going to close. We're raising the money, no problem. We told our realtor, try and sell it to somebody because we knew this house was a developer area. This house was a bulldoze. So that's why we didn't care about the condition of the house, how much work it needed. We just said that to get a lower price. And it's true, the house sucked. But we knew whoever's going to buy this is going to bulldoze it. Doesn't matter if the house is nice or not. The value's in the land. This is like almost downtown Fort Lauderdale, high value area. Someone's going to knock this down and build a mansion for $2.2 million, $2.4 million. That's the game of this. So our realtor starts scouring his contacts for local developers in the area. Found a ton. Within the first couple of days, developers were like, I want this, I want this, I want this. It was like, dude, we knew we scored, right? Back and forth with a few guys. We sold it conditionally, or firm actually, to a developer. He was set to close mid-August. We're set to close mid-July. Not ideal. We wanted to just do like an assignment. This way, we had to actually close on it, raise the money, close, and then sell it 2 weeks later. That's okay. We can do that for a lot of money. That's fine. No problem. We'll do it. Sign the offer. Boom. Sent in the $50,000 deposit. Sweet. We're going to close July, and then we're going to sell it to this dude 2 weeks later. Amazing. Mid-August comes along. 2 days before close, we get rumblings. This guy's not going to close. Doesn't have the money. He said he was going to buy it cash. Bullshit. He lied. He tried to get a mortgage. Didn't know this was his first development. Didn't know you needed drawings and plans and permits in place in order to get financing from an institutional lender. They want to see all that stuff before they give you a mortgage. Oh, I didn't know that. Guy comes back. He's like, I want this really bad. Let's extend it 2 more weeks. $25,000 more to the price, ya bitch, because that time is money. And I want a clause in there that says if you don't close this time, I can take that $50K deposit, no questions asked. Because this guy was being kind of a dick when he didn't close mid-August. He was threatening legal action. I'm coming for that $50,000 deposit. It was like, dude, it's cut and dry. You didn't close. We keep the deposit. That's how real estate works. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm going to hire a lawyer. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to sue us when you didn't close? It was a gong show. It was literally a gong show. This was supposed to be an easy, amazing profit deal. So our lawyer, so we hired a lawyer. Fuck you. We're going to sue you, motherfucker. We're going to kill you legally. Our lawyer's like, dude, I'm going to kill him. This case closed. So anyway, when we offered the extension, we put a clause in there, as per our lawyer, said, this time if you don't close, there's no court, there's no suing. I get the money the next day. Fast forward 2 more weeks to early September, guy couldn't close. Took the $50K. Thank you. Then we took about 2 weeks off the market because we were like, fuck, man. So let's fix up the property a little bit. The property was a shit show outside. The pool has turned green by this point because, we thought we were going to do a 2-week close, so we never hired a pool guy. The pool's been like a month and a half now with no servicing, and the pool pump died. We didn't know. So the pool's just a fucking swampy-ass green garbage. So we sent the pool guy out. He's like, yo, bro, the pool pump's dead. That's $2,000. I'll clean the pool for $500, whatever it was. $2,800. I'll get the pool going again, nice and clean, perfect. Because at this point we were thinking, well, Jesus Christ, we could also sell this house to a normal citizen who's just gonna fix it up and flip it or move into their house. So we want to open up the market this time to everybody. So we got the pool fixed, took some garbage out. There's a bee's nest in the back. Got rid of the bee's nest. Nightmare. Anyway, started marketing it. Got a ton of offers. Going back and forth on all these offers, all falling through. Jesus Christ. Here we are, October 16th when I'm filming this, or when I sold the property yesterday, October 16th. Sold it firm, got multiple offers, pitted the two against each other, bid the price up a little bit. $935 cash, close in 4 weeks, $45K deposit, no conditions, boom. So, in America, it ain't over till it's over, okay? This way, it's mostly over. He showed proof of funds. He had $1.6 million in his bank account. This buyer did. He's buying for $935. Case closed, pretty much. But in America, it ain't over till it's over. The one thing I will say between Canada and America real estate, in Canada, if you don't close, it's a problem. You're going to get sued. You're going to get destroyed. The money for the deposit, it's not even a question. It's not even, I'm going to hire my lawyer to sue your lawyer and I'm going to get that deposit. What are you talking about? The money's gone. I already gave it away to the fucking seller. It's gone, bro. That's how real estate works in Canada. I appreciate that. In America, it's a Wild West, dude. And that's what we're learning the more and more we do business here. It is Wild West. Realtors, mortgage brokers, everybody's a fucking cowboy over here. It's madness, but it's beautiful. There's beautiful in the madness because it's capitalism. It's America. This is why we get so many better deals. This is why we're done investing in Canada. The real estate market is a gong show. Prices are out of control. There's no motivation. Nobody's really broke in Canada, which is a great thing. That's a great thing if you live in Canada and you're just a guy, you're just a plumber working your day job every day. Life is rosy, minus high inflation, the cost of living, and your life probably sucks. Other than that, life is rosy. What I'm trying to say is nobody goes bankrupt in Canada. It's why the foreclosure rate in Canada is 0.15 nationally. In Ontario, it's like 0.08. Nobody goes bankrupt in Canada. Nobody. Why? We have safety settings in place. The banks don't want you to go bankrupt. It's the last thing. TD, CIBC, Scotiabank, the last fucking thing they want is your fucking house. They do not want it. So when you call in and you're saying, hey, I got tough times right now, economy sucks, I lost my job, fuck's sakes, I don't want to lose the house, like, what can I do? CIBC, TD, Scotia, all these banks, don't worry about it. Don't, just relax. How about we extend the amortization to 97 years? We lower your payment. Forget the $2,000 mortgage payment you were just paying. What if we lower the mortgage payment to $430 for the next 8 months? Would that help you out? Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, okay, let's do that. Report back in 6 months. Let's see where you're at. We'll see what we can do. That's Canada. They'll do whatever they can to help you. Nobody wants the house. Nobody wants the house. In America, if you go bankrupt, you're on tough times, and you can't pay your mortgage, you got 3 fucking months, and you're gone, buddy. House is going to auction. Bye-bye. No more house for you. Oh, but I got tough times. My mom died of cancer. Like, it's a tough time in life. The fucking lender, I don't fucking care. I'm coming for the house, bitch. So when we call and we say we're going to buy the house cash, it means something. It means something, right? I've been a flipper in Canada for years, doing the same pitch, the same marketing, the same cold calls, the same type of talking. We're going to buy your house cash. Sellers in Canada, cash? Yeah, it better be cash or else it ain't going to. It doesn't work in Canada. The sellers are too savvy. They've seen how amazing the real estate market is. It doesn't work as good. In America, when you say, I'm going to buy this shit cash in 4 weeks, it means something. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing. You're going to save my life. This is so great. It means something. Now, on this deal, after all costs, commissions, oh, by the way, the $935K offer we got was only one commission, by the way. The buyer, his wife was a realtor, and they decided to not have their commission. So we're only paying one commission, so it's a great deal. Even better. This deal, all in all, when it's all said and done with the carrying cost, the $50K we got from the other idiot, the profit on this one, the closing cost, the carrying cost, we're set to make approximately $104,000 to $3,000. We'll see how it's going to end out on closing date, plus or minus, I don't know, $3, $4, $5,000, either way, somewhere around $143K. Does it really matter when you're that high? Who cares? Somewhere around there, $140K. That's cool. So that's what we're making on this deal. What we got going on at the time of filming this video, we got 16 other properties listed on the market that we own, 3 to 5 more other ones that are conditional that are going to see if we're going to, play the game, do the chessboard. We see the property, send the realtor out, come back with a lower price. We'll see if those go. We got 3 other properties that are set to close that are already approved, firm. We're raising the money, just about to close soon. And then we've closed officially on like 3 or 4 other properties since we started this in March of 2024. Like I said, approximately about 25 deals now since March. And we're just getting started. Now we got the shit locked in. And like I always say, we're set from now for the next 12-month calendar. We're set on the low end to do 50 deals, which is low. It's probably going to be closer to 70, 80, 90 deals within the next 12 months. That's what we're set to do. You could never do that in Canada. You could never do it. Okay, when I was flipping in Canada, I don't want to talk like a narcissistic asshole, but it's also just fun. I was a bigger guy. I was a big flipper in Canada, in Ontario, for sure. I was seen as one of the bigger guys. My biggest year flipping, 18 to 20 properties a year I flipped, which in Southern Ontario, that's fucking madness. When every property is like $800,000 to $1 million, that's a lot of deals. That's a lot of money you got to raise. That's big shit. In America, that's little baby shit. That's little baby pupe. That's nothing. That's the difference between Canada and America. In America, it's all about abundance, scaling, volume. You can do so many more deals. Why? Population in Canada now is 42 million. Population in America is about 370 million. It's almost 10 times bigger. Population of Florida, something like 34 million. That's almost all of Canada in Florida. Population of Texas, 38, almost 40 million. Pretty much the population of Canada in Texas. And we're in both states right now, Florida, Texas wide, before we start doing other states. It's just bigger, more volume. The economy's different. It's set up differently. The financial industry is set up differently. And this is how you can just make way more money and just do way more deals. Taxes are lower on top of that. Regulation is almost nil if you're investing in the right states, red states, Republican states. It's open business. It's open season, baby. Why are you in Canada? If you're sick of Canada, click the links below. Get into some of the stuff I got. Coaching calls, programs, whatever you need. It's all there. How to invest in the U.S., how to do what I do flipping-wise, the whole flipping business, all down in the links. What are you waiting for? See you in the next video.